Do you repel money? It's a weird question, huh? Who would want to repel money? Oh, but we don't even realize that we're actually doing that. Let me share this little story with you. Last week, I took a walk in my park near my home. And it was a rainy kind of morning, but I noticed off to the side there was $1 right by a tree. And it was kind of funny because I go, oh wow, money really does grow on trees. I took a picture of it and posted it to Facebook. And I talked about how, money shows up in all different ways, and when we find coins or dollars, I've read a lot about this, and maybe you've heard about it. It's signs from the universe saying that money's showing up in your life. And what I love about it too is that it's unexpected sources. It wasn't like I went to the park thinking, oh, I'm going to find some money today. Whenever I find it, I'm like, oh, I kind of get excited. To me, it's like, oh, this is fun. It just reminds me that money can come from anywhere. And you know what? That is true. You never really think about it. You never think about a friend buying you lunch. That's money coming to you, right? Because you didn't spend it. Maybe you got a coupon that day. Maybe you got an extra bonus gift when you bought something. Maybe your boss said, hey, I'm taking everyone out to lunch today. Or maybe you were just out having fun and you decided to do that for somebody else. And you don't even realize the impact that you made on somebody else's day. You bought them a cup of coffee. You bought them a little gift. But so often, women especially are all about, I'm a giver, I'm a giver. I have to give, give, give. So when I posted this on Facebook, I received a question from Carolyn that said, Christine, whenever I find money, I always push it off to the side for someone else to pick up. Does that mean that I'm repelling money? Well, that was a really great question. And there was no straight answer. In fact, it was more about diving in with this person to say, well, it's really great to give, but we also want to make sure that we're in the receiving mode. And actually, energetically, you may have read Louise Hay or studied some Taoism, where they talk about the left side of the body, which is the feminine side, is all about the receiving, and the masculine side, the male side, is all about the giving. And that's part of life. We have to be giving and receiving. I remember a client who was such a big giver. She was talking about it. We were in her house, and we were talking all about this, and she just so big on this being in this giving mode. But there was something off. I'm very vibrationally in tune, so I can hear when something's a disconnect. So we started to examine all of this, and I said, well, that's really great that you are a giver, but let me ask you this. Do you work for free? She kind of looked at me like, what are you talking about? No, I get paid. I said, exactly. You provide a service and you receive in return money for the service you're providing, correct? Yeah. So that's giving and receiving. But she was also struggling with her finances. See, financially, she wasn't getting paid what she was worth. But here she was bragging about how she was such a giver. But she wasn't getting paid. Because I said, you might as well work for free because all you talk about is being a giver. Now, that wasn't the exact case with the girl, Caroline, who was asking the question, but it was something I was bringing up, that we need to be in both modes, the receiving and the giving mode, because you can't give something that you don't have. In this case, I was just asking Caroline, if you feel that you are passing this along because you have so much in your life that you really don't need it, that's great. But also be open to the universe providing you with abundance in all different ways at any time. So you always want to be in the giving and the receiving mode. So sometimes if you see the money, pick it up and take it for yourself. And other times, pass it along if that's how you feel. Because that's more in balance than always pushing it away. You just want to keep yourself in balance. You want to be receiving and you want to be giving. But you can't be giving if you got nothing to receive. So these are a couple things you might want to consider just thinking about to check in and see if this might be a money conflict for you. It shows up in all different ways. And next time you see money on the floor or you found it, just think it's the universe saying, hey, money can come to you easily. Just be open to it. So if you like this tip, sign up for my YouTube channel And if you want more, head on over to my website, www.christinebove.com. There you will get my weekly tips plus the new programs that I have been launching. You can learn a lot more and really develop a new mindset around money if you're willing to change it. You got to change it in your environment, you got to change it in your mind. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Head on over to my website, www.christinebove.com, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.